All right, guys. He feels like she thinks she is better than him. Well, it's a good thing they played YBAngry to settle this because she says she didn't know he felt that way. Next week, I'll be bringing you Should She Be Afraid to Ask for What She Needs? This is the YBAngry channel where we show couples how to stay together one issue at a time, playing the YBAngry game to settle most any disagreement with the one you love in just minutes. No fuss, no drama, it's just the game. My name is Rod Jeter. Here we go. What is the issue?
Do you think you're better than me?
Both players will use the This One detail cards to write down all the details to support their position on this issue. Only fill in sections 1, 2, and 3. Use as many cards as needed.
Frustrated. And I don't understand some of the things you do. I can't comprehend. I tell you the truth, I'm trying hard as I can. I'm so confused why we keep arguing.
You can be dismissive of me when I take charge, and it's a 10.
So what you're saying to me is I'm short with you and I don't allow you to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that right?
Is that right?
Yes.
Is this detail that he wrote is true or is not true?
Yes.
Step 7, you have to say how relevant this detail is to you.
I would say a 10. So I said, I'm used to doing and solving problems on my own, and when I get in my head how I think something should be done, I struggle to sit back and not take control.
So what you're saying to me is that you don't trust me. Is that right?
I don't know if it's trust. Is it trust?
What you are saying to me is that you don't trust me to do it the
How
way
I would do it?
So
Yes.
Okay. Is that right? I feel as though we came together understanding that we're different. So I do certain things differently and you do things differently. But I feel like I'm the only one in our marriage that understands that. I give you room to do things your way. And I think that I adapt to what you want or how you want things done. But anytime that I take charge and doing things my way that I feel like maybe should be done a certain way, then you get frustrated and dismiss what I'm doing altogether.
It was really bad when we first got together. There are a lot of moments you have no idea how much I'm sitting back and allowing you to do. I guess it's being over. Maybe, I don't know if I'm supposed to speak up in those moments when I'm saying, hey, I really want to do it this way, but I'm letting you do it your way. But I have been conscious of it, and I try a whole lot. There's very many moments where I don't say anything.
But why
like when we were in the car and you kept making wrong turns.
But I asked for help then. You know what I mean? But why do you think that your way is always better than mine?
I don't know. I just get in my head that being very analytical and logical and saying, I see from point A to point B and the exact straight shot and not. I feel like I look ahead in situations and can see how to avoid or how to do it the fastest or how to not encounter issues while doing certain things. It can be the littlest thing. My head just goes there.
Okay. But that's you, so...
Go ahead.
But, okay, so for me though, like, I may be that way in certain things. Like, when it comes to, what do you call it? Let's say I'm good at reading people and understanding like human interaction or when somebody has the best interests or whatever, but I let you experience and interact, and for you to have your own judgment regardless of how I feel. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like you give me room to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we don't put our issues out there for others to or anything like that. But I feel like if it was other people on the outside looking in, sometimes I look at our marriage like, dang, like I let a lot of things happen. Like, if other people saw it, like, what type of husband or what type of man, what type of provider, what type of leader do I look like to them if I continue to let my wife dismiss me all the time, when I may speak up and knowing within myself that there's wisdom or something in things that I may say, or things that I see that you may not be seeing because you're so analytical, but there might be something else from my point of view as to why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. How that looks. I don't know if you have a response to that, but
No, I don't. I feel like there's so many moments that go unnoticed of me making the effort of not being dismissive when I want to take charge or know I should release control, and I do in those moments. But I'll do better.
it's funny though, because I remember how I knew that it was a issue, I guess you could call it, is one day a friend of ours called you out. This was before we were married, and called you a control freak.
Oh, I know, and it pissed me off.
And it pissed you off, and I agreed with her, but I never told you that because we weren't even. I don't even think we were
dating.
just serious, like super serious. We had just started dating. And
Was it the moment when I was trying to do my hair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
And I agreed, and I was like, yeah, she is. So, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. And yeah.
Okay. I feel better because do I fully feel? I'm gonna say it. I feel better because you were fully open and honest on calling me a control freak and calling a thing.
I feel better because you took the time to listen and hear my point of view.
So step number 14 is on your side, Dennis, but you guys have to do this together. You have to decide if you feel there was progress with this one detail.
That's a tough one.
For me or you?
No.
But I feel like there was progress on this detail.
We were open and honest with each other.
Yeah.
We probably should have went deeper, but
I mean, there's others.
yeah.
All right.
And so the next step is you will. Was this enough to win the game, or do you need to go to the next card?
I think we need to go to the next
I think
card.
we need to go to the next card.
Circle no. All right. Because the issue was that she thinks she's better than you. Okay.
The one detail of mine is you have so many strong strengths that balance out my weakness as to why I don't think I'm better than you. And I put a relevance of 10.
So what you're saying to me is that you do know what my strengths are.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
This detail is or is not true?
I answer that.
Do you believe it's true, what she said?
I wish I could answer both. Yes.
Okay.
It's true.
How relevant is that detail she wrote to you?
It's a 10. I appreciate you seeing my strengths, and I just wish we could highlight those things in one another more often.
Verbally.
Yes, verbally.
You don't get to talk. That worked that time because you understood and agreed. But if you didn't agree and you came back with
Something else, he would have went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So So what you're saying to me is I don't vocalize and say in those moments what I believe are your strengths.
No. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Would I just respond what I'm trying to
No,
Give me another
just let her
chance to-
try again
Okay.
first before you. So see, this is a good example. You said something you thought you understood,
Yeah, and I didn't.
right? So this really helps you if you follow the steps
Yeah.
to
To understand it.
right.
I don't know what he's saying to me then.
Okay, so let him say it again.
Okay.
So I appreciate you seeing my strengths, and I wish we could highlight those things in one another more often.
So what you're saying to me is acknowledging in the moment what that strength is.
Yeah.
That's a no. Is it a yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say yes.
Okay. All right. So should I say, is it right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that right?
Yes.
Can you explain what you mean by highlighting?
Yeah. So I think that instead of, we know that we're not perfect. We know that I'm not the perfect husband. I don't believe that. I feel like there's a lot of things that I could learn. But I think that focusing on things that I may not be doing isn't necessarily going to help me to fix those things if I don't know what you think my strengths are, if that makes sense.
So you're saying I'm focusing on the negative of what I may think you're doing wrong versus acknowledging what your strength is in that moment.
Yes.
Okay. My stomach's growling.
And I don't take and it's funny because just talking about this right now, I'm remembering moments where even friends have said well, you've pointed out the wrong that I did in something, and they're like, yeah, but he actually put in the effort to do this, that, or that. You should be.
You talking about the red shirt?
That's one. That's one for sure. But just I'm always thinking
and doing a positive thing and helping me, and
Yeah.
then me seeing the things that you've done wrong and saying it.
exactly.
But this wasn't
instead
right.
of thinking
appreciating.
he actually.
So the
put
thing
in
is, in those
effort.
moments, I do think and I appreciate the effort. I just don't vocalize it.
Yeah.
I'm still working on my communication skills.
So that could leave me thinking dang, is this not? And it's not
So
that
it
I'm
cripples you to not do.
Kinda, yes. Because it's not that I'm necessarily fishing for compliments or anything, but I
But
think
not to say you're doing something wrong when you were trying to do something good.
yeah, because we're building the basis of this marriage is to build each other up.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I got you.
yeah. I feel better because you are acknowledging the issues, and I hope we resolve this for a greater marriage.
I feel better because I know what I don't need to do in those situations of when you're helping, and be more appreciative. I'm gonna add and verbalize. So, was there progress on this? I think yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we win the game?
What do you think?
I think it's still deeper. Do you? Or no? I feel like it was your issue, so I feel like I've gained insight on how I can do better or be better and take action.
So let me ask you this. In order for us to win this game, do you feel like we need to go deeper? Do you want to find out more? Or do you think,
I think it's deeper.
All right, so we didn't win the game then.
So you think it's deeper? The other cards are less deeper, aren't they? Aren't they?
They're less relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's like a thing that eats away at me when I'm not in control of a situation. And so I think for me, that piece is the root of it.
Okay.
But I'm not saying we didn't make progress, because these are like really, really big. I'm going to let you answer it because it's your issue on it. Do you feel like we've won this game together? It's one of those things, it's going to take action from my side to show it. He chose a really deep issue that started from the beginning of our relationship over 7 years ago.
Yeah, because it's not just I feel like it's within all your relationships.
Friendships and family, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even with your parents, your siblings.
Yeah. So did we win?
I like this game.
But wait. The question was, does she think she's better than you?
Yeah.
So that has nothing to do with the friends and family, right?
Yeah, true.
So, I'm not supposed to be involved. Sorry.
You forgot your own rules? Yeah. No, I'm just messing. He chose a very hard one.
Okay.
To start the game off with.
What would make you feel like you won the game?
Change.
That's what I'm saying. It's that it's one of those things that has to be action.
Yeah.
So this is how you win the game. Mm-hmm. You would win the game by you deciding, okay, maybe you don't feel like you're better than me, or she would say, okay, I was acting like I feel better than you, or you guys feel better and you know you have something else to do. You come to an agreement.
Yeah.
You feel better.
I think
feel like we reached that.
Then we did win the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
That on the cue.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did win the game.
Because the game is successful, right? If you feel better, you guys want to read the other ones to each other?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oops. I think I just got him out of order.
It's okay.
All right. I think that was higher. You should have did that one above the other one.
What'd you say?
I put that her tone can be condescending to me, but she doesn't speak to others that way.
Okay.
That was a high one.
Yeah, but but I felt like being dismissive of when I'm taking charge was the highest, because that's like,
I got you.
in
the moment shooting you down.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like, cause the tone I can address right then and there, but the dismissiveness and the times that I have mentioned it or addressed it, it turns into you shutting down or walking away or something like that. So
yeah.
You want to read yours?
Okay. Oh, you want me to? I said one detail of mine is you know how to move with patience and take a step back before acting.
Thank you. Um. Oh, I feel like she trusts outside voices more than mine at times.
I feel like all this stuff we've communicated.
Yeah, but it goes into, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we talk through any of these or not? Not
If you
necessarily.
want to, you just try to.
Because I feel like on the outside voices, especially when it comes to business stuff, I feel like it's listening and hearing people that have experienced what we're trying to do already. So it's not that I don't value or think that what you have to offer isn't going to help or not. Like, I don't know. For me, my brain always goes to finding the best solution, and in my head, an expert or somebody that has experienced it already is the best solution. But there's moments where I feel like your intellect of like, it's deeper. Like you see through situations better than I do, and I just move. So I agree with you on that.
No.
I said your communication skills to work through issues is so much stronger.
I agree. 1,000%. She can't. Oh well, I put that you can't take criticism from me like I do from you.
Agree, because the perfectionist thing in me, it's like it like eats away when I don't think I'm.
But that's what makes you like. It makes me think like, okay, so you may think you're better because you can tell me when I'm doing something wrong, but when I tell you,
Because I try to do everything right.
but it don't be right. So it's like, you know what I mean?
I got you. I said your interpersonal skills to read situations in others is extremely strong, which you said already. So I thought it was funny that I wrote it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So that was you guys' first time playing. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about?
I think
Progress compared to other conversations.
No, I mean, what do you think? I was asking what do you think about the game. Yeah.
I think that this is a tool that every couple needs in their home. Like, yeah. I mean, just being able, I feel like it almost removes the negative feelings out of the situation.
It causes you to focus in on yourself.
Exactly. So you're able to channel whatever feeling like into writing it down instead of like maybe speaking it and it possibly creating a bigger issue or argument.
Yeah. Because for me, he's a talker, and a lot of times he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and I'm like already agitated from 10 steps back. And so once it's time for me to talk or say something, I just kind of, it don't come out right or I just shut down. So it's a very good way to kind of step through and have that dialogue back and forth without one person overpowering the conversation.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
thank you.
For sure. Thank you.
All right, guys. That's it for this week. Don't forget to tune in next week for Should She Be Afraid to Ask for What She Needs? Why be angry? Just play.
Why be angry?